In today's video, we'll go over the basic operations of the Rigo DG922 function generator and the DHO924S oscilloscope. These instruments offer a wide range of features, but here we are focused only on the essentials. Once you are familiar with these basics, you will be ready to explore the more advanced functions for your own project. And then this is the function generator and then the oscilloscope I learned from my friend from Elecsoft Solution. Thanks for their great support. These two devices basically with the same hardware. There is a LAN connector port, a USB port, and an HDMI port. The USB port and the LAN port, you can use it for remote control. The HDMI port, you can use it for monitoring mirror. I can show you later. If you connect the USB port to your monitor, you can see the display over there. Okay, let's start the function generator. There is many functions here. You can choose, for example, the sine wave here, the square wave, a lot of functions here. So let's start from the basic one, simplest one, sine wave. And then you can also change from here. For example, you want to change the square wave, you can change from here. And you can change back to sine wave from here, or you can use a touch screen. And here you can, the touch screen, you can off it. For example, if touch disabled, then you cannot change here anymore because it's disabled. So if you want to be on, then you make it the touch enable. So you can change the frequency. The maximum frequency is 200 megahertz. So you can see I can set 200 megahertz. So here is 200 megahertz. And you can also change the amplitude. So here, for example, it's 2 watt. I want to change a smaller one. Okay, 1 watt, 1 pp. Okay, this is a basic function generator. So there's 2 ways. You can use the touch screen to change from here, or you can use the button here to change it, square, whatever, ramp, arbitrary, all this. And you can also put the frequency from here. For example, you want to put a 100 hertz. Okay, 100 megahertz or whatever you change here. But to me, use the touch screen is easier. After we start the function generator, we can check the signal from the oscilloscope. So here you see the function generator. There is 2 channel here, channel 1, channel 2. So this is channel 1, the yellow color. This is channel 2, the blue color. But we are not going to use channel 2 because I only have 1 cable here. So okay, let's just see the channel 1. Okay, so this is the signal captured with the the oscilloscope. This signal is generated from the function generator. Remember, just now we set the frequency 200 megahertz, and the voltage is 1 watt peak to peak. Let's see what is the measured value here. The frequency is 200 megahertz. That's correct. And then the amplitude is only 700 something milliwatt. That's 0.7 something watt, much less than 1 watt. What is the reason? I guess it's because of this cable. This cable we used to connect the function generator and then the oscilloscope. So let me change the frequency to let's say 50 megahertz. So 50 megahertz, the reading, the frequency is still correct. The value is right. is 1.0 something watt, sum of errors definitely. So if I change the frequency even lower, see what will happen. Let's say 1 megahertz. So okay, the frequency is around 1 megahertz, is quite okay. The amplitude is less than 1 watt, so that means the cable, the loss, if the frequency is too low, the cable loss is higher than the frequency at the 50 megahertz. Looks like 50 megahertz is with the lowest loss. And if the frequency is too high, say 200 megahertz, the loss is quite high. So this is a basic function for these two instruments, and then the basic way to operate it. So if you have your own devices, you can try and then play around, then you can dig into for more details. For me, I just show the option here, and then I will show you the connection through the USB cable, and then mirror the oscilloscope monitor with the HDMI. Now I connect this HDMI cable to my monitor over there, this monitor. So you see the screen mirrored to this monitor. And then I also connect this USB cable to my laptop. So if you need to remote control the function generator or the oscilloscope, you need to download the software Ultra Sigma from Ricoh website. I will paste the link in the description. And then after installation, you double click and then you open this software, and then you can remote control it. And then here you see we detect these two devices. So let's see, we like to remote control the oscilloscope. Here we verify all. So verification passed, and then I think this one also done already, but let's do it again. Okay, verification passed. So let's say we double click, we use SCPI panel control. So here you can type your SCPI command to control your device, but I'm not familiar with this command, so I'm not showing here. Here is just example. You send and read, then you see you can read the command, the response here, and you type other command. For example, you set the amplitude, set the frequency, and you send. You can remote control this. And then I think we can do the same thing for the oscillator or the function generator. Similarly, that means you can control multiple devices at the same time or use the same software. But these details, if you have the device, you can dig in and find more. And that's all for today. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.